What is going on, guys? JT43 here, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to replace your headlights. So I'm just going to jump right into it. I'm not going to waste any time. First thing you're going to do is you're going to pop your hood. I have a bunch of bird shit all over my hood. It looks really gross, but that's all right. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to have to take the bumper off. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take these 4 bolts off. So there's going to be 2 over here and 2 over here. So now, realistically, they should be 10 mils, but I put this like little cheap ass dress up kit, so that's why mine looks like this, but it pretty much gets taken off the same way. You're just gonna take these off. All right, so I got the other side out. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and do this side real quick. All right, so now that we got those 4 bolts out, the next thing we're gonna have to do, and it's completely up to you if you just wanna take this first row out or if you wanna take all of them out, because it is a pain in the ass to get them back in. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I struggled. These aren't the right clips though. I added like my own because this is an old car, and you know, finding the exact clips are, you know, you could buy them off Toyota, but fuck that. You can either take them all off or you can just take the front 3 off, or 4, because there's 1, 2, 3, and 4, if you even have any. If you don't even have this, you don't have to worry about that. But I'm gonna go ahead and take mine out real quick. All right, so my goofy eye doesn't have a pry tool, which I definitely got to get one. So I'm just gonna be popping the clips up with this like gasket scraper, and then trying to get under it with these little like mini pliers and trying to pop them up. So now that I have all the clips off, I can go ahead and take this guy off. I'll just put it to the side. And so with most of the top all gone, now we're going to have to move to the sides here. So there's a Phillips tucked away over here, and then there should have been a clip here. I don't have that. My wheel liner is very messed up because of the sizing of my tire. So I'll go ahead and fish my Phillips in here and just start unscrewing this guy. And then let me just cut the zip tie. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same on the other side. All right, so I'll do the same. I'll just kind of fish out this Phillips here. And then after this guy is out, we'll go ahead and take the clip out on the bottom. So what I'll do, I'll just take this guy, get behind it, and just push it out. Just like that. Once again, it's the wrong clip. It's not the right size, but it works, so now I should be able to come outside. It'll come off. I'm gonna warn you, whenever you do take off your bumper, and I'll show you a better example on this side. So whenever you do take off your bumper, there's always a risk that you take that the fitment is gonna be ass. So there's the Phillips screw in the back, but all in the front here, it just relies on these little ass tabs here. So you definitely wanna be careful. I remember taking my bumper off and it never fit the same once I put it back on. And then if you watch my video where I did the brackets, the new bumper brackets, this side worked really well. It looks bad now because I took that Phillips out, but this side, I just could never get it to fit right. And so the fix for that is a new bumper, but I'm not doing all that. So I have a fix for that, which the video will be coming out very shortly. It's not too far off from what we did in the rear and in the side skirts. So now what we'll have to do is go underneath, and I don't have the panel right underneath, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Just give me 1 second. All right, so I am lowered on Megan Racing, so I'm gonna have to just get under here, but I don't have the under panel. I have the back panel there, but I don't have the panel that sits in front of here. So if you have that panel, there's like, it's either clips or 10s, I can't remember, but they go all throughout the front bumper. You just have to take those off in order to get it off. But mainly we want to deal with the wheel liners. So the wheel liners should have like some 10 millimeters attached to them, but I don't have any of that. So I'm good to just take my bumper off now. But if you do, you just look underneath the car, and anything that looks connected in the front here, you don't have to worry about this back panel. But anything that looks connected in the front here, that's what you'll have to start taking off in order to take the front bumper off. So now that I have both of my wheel liners kind of tucked away so I can pull it off, I gotta take this guy off. So now this is my relocation license plate bracket. It's reverse thread, so now I just have to find the correct size and get this guy off. And so once I do that, I'll be able to then fully take off my bumper. All right, so I took my license plate bracket. I'm gonna keep the actual stud there because taking that off is kind of a bitch, but I'm ready to take my full bumper off. When I take it off, I'll have to just disconnect my fog lights, so it's, you know, not gonna be able to come straight off. So I'll simply just pull off. All right, so now that I have my bumper on the ground, this is what I mean by the fog lights, right? So these are aftermarket fog lights. I put these in myself. You'll still have the connection that runs to the car. So all you pretty much do is there's 2 tabs on each side. So you're just gonna lift up and just pull down. Or we could just take the whole assembly out with it and just rest it on like that. I think I might just do that. Let's come over to this side. It's a little bit darker, but there it is right there. I'll just turn it to the left and just put it out like that. So there you go. And now that we have our bumper off, you can see that the headlight is now exposed. And now we can get to the second 10mm over here, because the first one is this top guy right here. And then there's also a 10mm right here as well. Same thing on the other side. You have a 10mm right here. You have a 10mm right here. And then a 10mm on the side. So 3 bolts in general, but taking the bumper off makes it a lot easier. And this is why I believe that my car was in an accident, because look at this. This looks like plastic repair or something melted, one of the two. And this doesn't even sit straight, so that's probably why this gap is so bunk, but I'm not sure. Okay, but now that we have the bumper completely off, now we have full access to the headlights, like I said in the last clip. So I'm gonna go ahead and start disconnecting and taking these 10s off. All right, so to make this as simple as possible, we're gonna go ahead and take our bulb out first. So if you come over here, you'll see 2. You'll see a daytime ring light. You'll also see your main bulb. Main bulb is that silver one right there. The daytime is this guy sitting right here. So all you gotta do is turn to the left, and then it should just pull out, just like that. So we're gonna pull this guy out. Make sure you don't touch it with your fingertips, otherwise it'll like burn out. And then same thing for the silver guy over here. It's kind of hard because I got my washer fluid, but you're pretty much gonna get in here, turn to the left just like that, and then pull out. It follows a groove, so if you're not twisting the wrong way, you'll know because it won't move at all. So this is my LED. I made a video about it if you want to go check it out, if you want to convert yours to LED. I think there's also a blinker in there too, all the way down at the bottom. So I might have to go in through here to get this guy out. Maybe, I'll figure it out real quick. Yeah, so for the blinker, it was the same thing. I'm now just going under here. If you see my blinker hanging out here, it was hard to record because like I said, my washer fluid, but I have the blinker in my hand right here. It's the same thing. You just got to reach your hand in there, twist to the left like you did for these 2, and then it comes out. So now that this one's free, we'll go ahead and do the 10s. So there's one on top here, there's one in the corner here, and then there's one that's a part of the bumper bracket right there. So if you don't have a 10mm, you can also use a Phillips. I painted mine, so I'm going to try and be very careful. Okay, so there's my first one out. And now the second one is going to be this guy right here. Once again, you can just use a Phillips. And then, like I said, there's going to be a 10 on the side of the bracket right here. So there's the 10. So you should have 2 screws and a 10mm. So, but now that that is out, we should be able to fish the headlight out now. I'm simply just going to help it out. Okay. And there we are. So, oh, and I guess I accidentally left this guy in, which is just a little plug on the side. So all you pretty much do here is you push back on this black piece. and then you just work it out just like that. So now our headlight is free. Or you can of course twist it out like that too. It's the also the LED that I converted, but I didn't know how to plug in. That's pretty interesting. But yeah, so that's the whole thing. So I guess there's 4 in general. And check these out. Now these are from Headlight Depot off of eBay. Look at the brand new one in saran wrap. Look at the old foggy cloudy one. Brand new saran wrap, old foggy cloudy one. It's really cool looking. And like I said, Headlight Depot, I'm gonna link in the description down below if you wanna pick one up for yourself. Not sponsored or anything, it's just Toyota prices are really expensive when you can get the same thing, especially since it's a housing. The only thing you have to worry about with a headlight is if it's sealed well. But other than that, the actual bulbs themselves are the harness. So why do you have to spend so much for the housing, you know? Harness, I would go Toyota. Housing, eBay. But let's throw this guy back in. So let me plug in my blinker real quick, or my daytime running light. All right, so I was able to get that side light in. So now, I don't think the rest of them stretch, or they might do. Let's get the blinker in next. Are you able to see that? Yes, you are. So simply just put it in and turn it. There we go, that's locked into place. Let's get our HD in. That's locked. Now we'll get our high beams. There we go. All the connections are in now. So now we can just line this guy up. You want to be careful though, you don't want to scratch your brand new headlight. Okay, perfect, everything's lined up. So a good way to see that you're lined up is you'll notice this white washer in here and in there. That's how you know that you're lined up properly. So this is good in here. Yep, and then you can see that the 10 should line up in here so that the 10 can go in like that. So yeah, that's all lined up there. Now, as far as like fitment wise, you want to put the screws and the nuts in first, or the screws and the bolt in first before tightening it down, so that we can adjust where we want to be. Because this is looking good right here, but you can see it's making contact with the fender. So we're gonna want to adjust it a little bit. We might want to bring this down a little bit before I tighten it up. All right, so I'm liking where the headlight is sitting, and man, I gotta say, bro, swapping out the headlights, definitely a good move. It's like crystal clear now compared to this. It's cloudy and dusty versus clean. It doesn't really show it on camera, bro, but it is a big difference. Like, look at all this corrosion on top. So yeah, I'm glad that I'm swapping it out. But let me go ahead and tighten my hardware, and then we'll do the other side. All right, nice. Now that I have everything tightened down, it's looking really good. Look at that. We could actually get a comparison right here. Look at that. It looks great. But all right, now that we have that tightened down, I'm gonna go ahead and time lapse this one. All right, so I got everything tightened down. Let's see how it looks. Oh yeah. Damn. All right, let's try the blinkers. Let's see what the blinkers look like. Yeah, look how crystal clear that is now. Dude, that looks great. Oh. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. The camera does not do it justice whatsoever, bro. But that is a very clear headlight. So after that, you're pretty much done. You're pretty much gonna reassemble the front bumper the same way we took it off. So if you need to rewatch the video backwards and see how we put it back together, that's it. That's all. If you have fog lights, just make sure you hook your fog lights back up. And that's pretty much it. If you enjoyed this video, or if this helped you out in any way, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later.